Welcome to Not Trevor's Tabletop. I'm Zach.
And I'm Mac.
And today we're giving our first impressions of the Lord of the Rings Duel for Middle-earth.
My precious.
Which, if you've ever played Wonders Duel...
No love for that. Okay, keep going.
Great job, Gollum,
Schmeagol.
Great job. I'm very impressed.
Yeah, I'm sure all of them are too.
You do know Lord of the Rings.
Alright, let's
see if it actually is your precious.
Yeah.
Or if it's mine. We will see. A battle for the ring. But, yes, if you've ever played a Seven Wonders Duel, this one is very much based on that system.
New skin,
reskin. They say it's very different. I know it was, I think, one of the most popular games of last year, which I don't know if that's more of just a revival of Seven Wonders Duel, kind of maybe coming back to the fray of people that maybe had never played that one before. Possibly, just because they've got a very popular IP on there. I think Lord of the Rings is probably one of the more popular IPs, especially in
easily
nerddom, board game dumb. I think I like Lord of the Rings. And I was actually looking for a Lord of the Rings game, so I think that's what got me so tempted. Or maybe it's the ring. I may have just been lured in. I don't know.
Good one.
But I really love Seven Wonders Duel, too. So that helped. If I had hated that game, I don't think I would have just been like, maybe this will be different. But I probably would have been tempted. But yeah, it plays similarly to that if you've ever played that before. It's a two-player only game where you are kind of drafting these cards, creating a tableau of kind of engine building stuff because you've got kind of ongoing resources that help you purchase kind of future cards from this configuration of cards, with some of them being available at the time, some you got to kind of take and then it reveals more.
Right.
If you've never played it before, I don't know how to easily describe it if you've never played Seven Wonders Duel before. Yeah. It's just very, very fun. Let's put it that way.
Good one.
But yeah, I think the main differences in this one would be that there's kind of a board that you're trying to gain control of.
Middle-earth.
Middle-earth. There's different areas that you want to control, which area control is not your favorite thing in the world. Not at all. So it probably is not helping it that is now the third victory condition, because I think originally it was point, science, military. And now there are no points in this one. It is that, something very similar to military, but it's just a hunt for the ring kind of part to it. And then a very similar one to science as well, where there's these tokens that kind of give you some either ongoing abilities or kind of instant effects and stuff. So those things are kind of the same. But that board is a pretty big difference, I would say. Probably the biggest difference in the whole game.
Brand spanking new.
And then I think the way you purchase cards is a little bit different as well. Kind of the resource you can't pay for just one coin, regardless of anything, whereas in Seven Wonders Duel, it kind of is dependent upon how many your opponents have.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty big change, but I think it actually makes it simpler, because you're just like, well, if I don't have it, it just costs me a gold. I don't have to look at my opponents to see, oh, how much is it going to cost me this time? And so I do think that makes it simpler. Don't know if it makes it better, but I think it makes it much more simpler to calculate how much it's going to cost you.
Yeah.
But then otherwise, I think the rest of the game plays very similarly as the fun parts of Seven Wonders Duel of drafting those cards. That's, I think, the greatest part. Bruno Catala, well, it's actually Antoine Bauza and Bruno Catala, but I'd like to think Bruno Catala came up with that. Because I really, really love that in games. So.
Yeah.
I guess did you feel there was any major differences? I guess you're not building the Seven Wonders anymore either, but
yeah, no, there's like little differences tiles. I think in the army and the science from the original, but the Middle Earth board is in fact the biggest difference in that game.
Is it something you liked? Did you appreciate the difference?
No. No. Okay, here's what happened. I started going for control of Middle Earth. You were going up the science stuff and dealing with that. And then out of nowhere, you're like, just kidding, I'm going to switch strategies and go full military or whatever.
Go ham on it.
And
as the kids say.
That's how you won. And then like I had backed off that. And
you started going up the ring.
I was trying to go up the ring and it just didn't work out. Which happens in Seven Wonders Duel. But I just was like, whew, yeah, that's because all of the tiles that were coming out gave you a reward of like area control. Essentially, like you got to place a tower.
Got to kind of put like a permanent.
So it felt like, oh man, like
pretty close to permanent.
Yeah, I mean they gave you like it might have given you like a ring or maybe a green too. So there's that, I guess. But like it did feel like it was kind of pushing you to like that area of the board, but. I don't know. Maybe I just didn't play enough defense on that one, but it was hard because you kind of came out of nowhere and went through that, and I just was not really expecting it. But I don't know. Maybe on future plays I'll keep a better eye on you.
Maybe. I can't. We got to the third round though, right?
We did. We got through one row of cards, and then you.
Which I think is maybe similar to Seven Wonders Duel. Some of my plays, but
maybe.
Yeah, I agree that it did seem once I wanted to go for those tiles, and maybe now that we only played it once, so maybe now that you see that, maybe you would have been more focused on trying to get something to get those, maybe, or at least kind of make it so I wouldn't, because I was able to kind of get a lot of those, so you'd maybe do something to stop me in that way too.
But I also wonder if, like, maybe that...
Because you were pretty close. You were only a few spots away on the ring.
Know,
so if you had gotten, I think, like, any other ring card, you would have got there. So it wasn't like you were far away.
I know. You just weren't playing cards at that point. You were just playing tiles. And I think that's the one thing is it felt like it was pushing you towards that one strategy. Like, I don't know. It just felt like once you started going for those tiles, your strategy completely switched from the science to area control. And so I don't know if that just happened naturally because of the way the cards were out and the science ones and I was blocking you on the science.
Yeah.
So that's probably part of it, but it just felt like all of a sudden it was like, nope, just kidding, gonna go this way. And then by that point I had slowed speed on that and started gearing up on the ring track. So, mismanagement all around.
I think it was mainly because you started taking like all the science cards or clans cards, whatever.
It's never good to be playing defense in Seven Wonders Duel. You've got to...
Yeah, you got to play some defense, but once you started doing that, because you needed like all 6 of them, and that's, I think, going to be... It feels like that's going to be the most difficult thing to do. We only played it one time, but I feel like that's going to be more difficult than the other things, maybe. But you never know. But I guess if you're looking at it as a standalone game, Seven Wonders Duel never existed.
Wow.
Would you like the... It's very hard to think of that.
Impossible.
Would you like the system? Would you recommend this to someone that's never played Seven Wonders Duel and was looking for a Lord of the Rings game?
Yes.
Yeah, I would as well, because I think it still has all that goodness.
It's a really easy question.
It is, because, it's based on one of I think it was probably my top 70 of all time games, and this one I think could be pretty close to it. I might actually still prefer Seven Wonders Duel over this one. I just like the kind of potential points aspect to it a little bit more than, because I think if no one ends up winning by the end, it's whoever has the most control in that. So that's why I thought I had to. I'm like, well, this might just get to the end, so I better get a little more control here so that I have a chance of winning the tiebreaker. Was more what I was originally trying to do, and then I kind of, just the way things kind of landed for me, kind of had the opportunity to win that way. So, I think it still offers the multiple opportunities to win. Which was another great thing of Seven Wonders Duel is the multi-win conditions. Mm-hmm. I think that's what makes it amazing, and the fact that they all feel equal. I think this one might take, like I said, initially it feels like the old science, I don't know, clans, what were they? I think it was like different clans of Middle-earth, those tokens.
Mm-hmm.
Initially it feels like that's going to be the hardest one, but probably not. It'd probably end up being pretty close to the same, because a lot of people have really loved this, and it was that way I felt like in Seven Wonders Duel.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm probably going to come down on this one with like a... It's tough because in my head I'm comparing it so much to that, but
I know.
It's probably like an 8.5. I really like the IP. I think they make it work, make the IP kind of work with what you are doing, and kind of the different things you're interacting with, kind of taking over the different lands, chasing the ring. I think it kind of works thematically.
Okay.
You don't think so?
That's your opinion.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think it works. I mean, it's not like deep thematic. It's not like if you want like I want to feel like I'm Frodo and I'm gonna deliver the ring. No, this is not that game.
I mean, the card mechanics have nothing to do with it. So really, it's a reskin. They're just slapping on something to make it work. Maybe there's some thematic pieces to conquering Middle Earth, but somehow I don't remember that being the main focus of the Lord of the Rings.
Oh, it was a main focus. They went and talked to all these people. Yeah. And were converting them. Uh-huh. And getting bonuses for doing it.
Yes. That's
ongoing benefits.
No wonder the movies are 4 hours long.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, it's not bad. I think it does get you there. So, that's for sure. But I don't know, Seven Wonders, I would win. The original would win for me. And that, I think, is in, like, my top 30, I think. If not, maybe 40, 20, I don't remember. But, so I'm like, do I rate it for what it is, or do I rate it against Seven Wonders Duel? I don't know, maybe a 7. The area control piece is a little hard for me. But in Seven Wonders Duels, you also have the Wonders, which are also a little hard for me. So, I like the simplicity of what it does with the card stuff. And I like the ring track, how that kind of worked. So, like, if I could combine them into something, I think it would be the ultimate game for me. But I think it's still very solid, very much still on point with Seven Wonders Duel. So, I'd probably give it a 7. The area control isn't really that bad. It's just another thing to think about. So.
Yeah. And area control isn't your favorite to begin with.
It's not.
So they added something to the game that you don't like in general. So they had a large hill.
Well, it's like an afterthought, right? So like it's like, it's not even the main focus. So it's not like obtrusive, but like if you're not paying attention, that can very easily be captured away from you.
So that's true of Seven Wonders Duel too. Like if you're not totally trying to stop them in something, they're probably gonna sneak up on you and be like, "Oh, gotcha."
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Haven't I done that a few times in the game?
I think I've won Seven Wonders Duels
I think you probably win that one between us more than I do. So.
Yeah, I don't know how that's possible.
Because
you walloped me in this one.
Wow. Well, like I said, you were pretty close.
I was.
But yeah, we've got an unboxing video of this one. If you want to see the different components in this one, go check that one out. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe for future content. But otherwise, we hope to see you on our next one. And as always, don't forget to keep on nibbling on our content.